Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sooners will kick it away first. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. First down here for the offense. The option look. And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. He trucks through the defender. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 35. All kinds of running room. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. And these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. He wants to pass it on second down. Dances away. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county.
Yankee blue.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown Sooners. He is a field flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the extra point was good. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. And they'll bring it out to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to ball.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. On the option. He'll toss it. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on 3rd down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on 3rd down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
Oh, it's a pass. Wide open. He makes the catch. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Colorado.
Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Still running at the 40. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats, because he is not easy to bring down.
The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
This is a 3rd and long. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. From the gun, the running back has it. Dances away from one.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Hard to imagine this is only their 1st drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this 3rd down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
That's the end of the 1st quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Musgrave. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe...
He's loose. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Here comes the option. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado! Speed behind center cannot be stopped, and the defense really can't even contain it.
No, and especially when the offense coordinator knows how to use it. You got a quarterback that can run like this, use them early and often.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter up there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's going to run it. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And the Sooners will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
They keep attacking through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes! The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. That pass is incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle them.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Looking for more room. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. They'll run play action. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll pitch it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Musgrave. Going for the big play. Brings it in down the left side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. He's looking to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the ball is picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Colorado 21, Oklahoma 7.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. They'll throw it on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the...
Open runway ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Really nice job of threading the needle on that pass. They've got a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. New Mexico State has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to New Mexico. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Another big completion for the Sooners, and that's right in keeping with that legacy of great quarterbacks.
Just dudes that can spin it. The offense is always fun. It's always fast. There's a lot of things about Oklahoma that you can count on. And offense and great quarterback play is always one.
Finds a man on the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
He's got it on the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Past the 25. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Quick step and go. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Quarterback checking off. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Colorado!
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going up top on first down. He tries to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 35. They just barely saved themselves from giving up a score on the final play of the third period and will carry that one into the fourth.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Colorado 35, Oklahoma 21.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the Sooners are threatening on first and goal. Dropping back, it's Musgrave. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma! Lining up to add another. They want to throw. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion.
35, Oklahoma 29.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Out of the end zone. And the ball's free deep in his own territory. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
The corners are walked up tight. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well. I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
Quarterback adapting. And it's caught! Touchdown Sooners! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. bringing it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Movement here from the tight end. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a first down.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right, he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
He'll come out throwing on first down. They'll run the screen. At the 35, he's loose. Great move there. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with the blitz, and the offense had the screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly. What a snag by the defense. Just trucks through it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, complete pass.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his back in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Caught behind the line. It's Casey. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab on the left. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
The Sooners are on the move. The give as they work on that clock. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Musgrave. Trying to get to him. Takes a hit as he fires. Pulls it in. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. 3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park.